My name's Ethan Bowen. I'm number 18 for the Chilliwack Chiefs, and I'm drafted by the Anaheim Ducks, and I'm on the I Only Touch Greatness podcast.
My name's Cameron Johnson. I'm number 21 for the Chilliwack Chiefs, and I am joining the I Only Touch Greatness podcast.
I'm Bchl. Lacroix. I'm number 13 for the Chilliwack Chiefs, and I'm coming on I Only Touch Greatness podcast.
My name's Grant Riley, number 1 for the Chilliwack Chiefs. I'm coming on the I Only Touch Greatness podcast.
I'm Mateo Mrsic, number 16 for the Chilliwack Chiefs, and I'm coming on the I Only Touch Greatness podcast.
Looking for the most beers on tap, great steaks, great staff? Head over to the John B. Pub.
We got the best beers, steaks, chicken wings, nachos in town. Come see us at the John B. Pub.
The John B. Pub, the best bar in town. Come sign up for our football pool. Say Hayes sent you.
The number 1 sports podcast in Vancouver with Ryan Hayes and Big Mike.
Ryan Hayes and Big Mike. I Only Touch Greatness podcast.
Taking over the podcast scene in Vancouver. Get down or lay down. Lay down. Lay down.
To the left circle, passing it up. Mrsic shoots, he scores! Mateo Mrsic. Clippers got the
face-off done. Mrsic will bring it in, shoots, scores!
To Srirachi at the left point. Now in the middle for Mrsic, he's got room, he shoots and he scores! Ball with a wrist shot, glove kick by Riley. Trying to knock off the stick, and this shot has been out by Riley with a behind the glass. He takes a shot, 6-8, made rebound, another. Good job to keep it going. Good in front, they score! Ethan Bowen finishing it up the garbage. And what a great start here.
heads go back of Johnson, and the referee was right there, so perhaps missed that one.
There's Ethan Bowen on the fly, drives the net, shoots, he scores!
Inside, behind the net, stolen by Bowen, passes in front, but it was stolen back by Campbell. Now Chubby with a shot front, Bowen scores! Ethan Bowen! Draper trying to knock it down, leaves it for Johnson, he's behind the defense, here he comes all alone, Johnson scores! Duke under pressure, stolen by Johnson, he's on a breakaway. Cameron Johnson, all by himself, Deke Johnson scores!
If anyone knows a good prospect, it's Vancouver's.
At center on the left, Lacroix to Rylance, over the Clipper line, Rylance drop pass, now centering feed, Lacroix in alone, he digs, he scores! AJ Lacroix, 2
Grizzlies PK unit, without now Eddie as well. Here's Lacroix, right circle, wrist shot, scores.
Play goal, and they're up again by 2.
Thank goodness for Canadian Tire sponsored power plays. AJ Lacroix, have yourself a tall glass of water. A radical goal on the power play as the Chiefs.
Ryan Hayes and Big Mike.
So I'll start off with Ethan here. Ethan, born in Chilliwack. Can you give us a little bit about your hockey story, kind of where you started, when you started, and where you've ended up now?
Yeah, for sure. So I started playing hockey when I was around 6 years old. And I was always playing in for Chilliwack minor hockey, just growing up, playing with my brother and stuff. And then my Bantam second year, I went over and played for the Yale Hockey Academy down in Abbotsford there. So that was really fun. And then my midget year, I went and played for the Fraser Valley Thunderbirds. And then, ever since then, I've been playing for the Chilliwack Chiefs.
Must be nice. Got to stay close to home.
Yeah, for sure. It's not too bad having home cooked meals every night, so it's good.
Exactly. And Cam, born in Vancouver, if my stats are correct. Can you give us your hockey story?
For sure. I started hockey when I was 3, played for the Vancouver T-Birds in minor hockey. And then after the T-Birds, I moved to St. George's, which is an academy. Played there for 3 years. And then beginning of last season, for 16-year-old season in the Bchl, I played for Langley, the Rivermen. And then halfway through the season, traded to Chilliwack, and then been playing for Chilliwack since.
Sweet. And AJ, born in West Van, can you give us a little bit about your hockey story? Yeah, so I grew up in Whistler, BC. So I played a lot of minor hockey there from like 5 to 10. And then eventually hockey became a little bit more serious. So I moved down to the city Played for North Van, just like the typical rep team there for a little bit. And then went over to the West Van Academy, where I got to play with a lot of good players for 2 years and have a lot of fun there. And then last year, with everything kind of closing, I moved over to Delta to hopefully play a year, but unfortunately didn't. So we just trained there. And then, now here I'm in Chilliwack as a 16-year-old.
Awesome. And Grant, born in Rochester, New York. Can you give us your hockey story?
Yeah, so I grew up on a pond right next to Lake Ontario. So I grew up playing mostly pond hockey till I was eight or nine. Switched to goalie when I was 10. Played AAA in Rochester for 4 years. Played 15U and 16U there. Then made my jump to juniors in the Null in Wisconsin. I played for the Janesville Jets there. And then last year went to the USHL, played in Tri-City in Omaha, and now here in Chilliwack.
Sweet. You've traveled a bit there. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And Mateo, born in Cloverdale, if my stats are correct. Can you give us your hockey story?
Yeah, I was actually born in Richmond. I grew up there for a few years, and then I moved out to Cloverdale, where I played most of my minor hockey, and then I played Semiahmoo for 1 year. And then once I was in grade 8, I went to Delta, and I was there for a few years, and then now I'm here with the Chiefs.
Sweet.
Okay. And did you guys play any other sports or excel at anything else while you were growing up?
I played a little bit of soccer while I was growing up, but it was usually just hockey for me. Yeah.
Hockey. Hockey was the main sport for me, besides a little bit of skiing and biking.
Okay.
I love playing baseball. It wasn't until I was like 13 or 14 that I decided to play, hockey for my college career. I thought I was gonna be a baseball player. So.
Okay.
It was flag football for me. Played a little bit of soccer, but flag football is my favorite other than hockey. A little bit of skiing, but not much otherwise.
For me, growing up, I played soccer as well. Once it got to that time, I had to make a decision, and obviously I picked hockey. So I really like playing soccer as well.
What's your guys' nicknames, and what's your favorite jersey number and why?
My nickname is Bo, so a lot of the boys call me Bo on the team. And my favorite jersey number is 18. Just something I've been wearing for a while now, and just turned into my favorite number.
Everyone calls me CJ just by my initials. And my favorite number is 21 for sure, because of Mason Raymond, who played for the Canucks back in the 2010-2011 run. So that's why it's 21.
Sweet.
My nickname's kind of just like AJ. Pretty plain and simple, just my name. And then my favorite jersey number is 13. Kind of unlucky for some people, but I find it lucky for myself. So that's kind of where I wear it.
My nickname is G Rye. I know Bo likes to call me G Daddy, which I like. And my number is 1. I've worn it all my life, and it's just my number.
Yeah, my nickname's usually Mrsic. That's what boys on the team call me, and my favorite number is 19. I've always really liked Jonathan Taves growing up. Right now I'm wearing 16, but hopefully next year I'll get 19. So, yeah.
Okay. And what's one aspect of your? Sorry.
No, you're up. You're up, right?
Yeah. Okay. I thought so. What's one aspect of your game you're looking to improve?
For me, I would say probably my game away from the puck. So when one of my teammates have it, just being open for them and just head manning the puck pretty much.
My defensive play in general, not anything super specific about my defensive play, but just being in the D zone in general, being in the right positions all the time and moving my feet.
For me, it's definitely becoming more explosive out of turns and kind of becoming more of an elusive player in the offensive zone.
For me this year is becoming aware of where I am in the net at all times. I think with my frame, with the goalie coach this year, we've really been working on figuring out what spots I need to be in at what points. So I think that's the biggest improvement I've been trying to make.
I think one one thing I can improve on is in the O-zone, really using cutbacks efficiently and getting to the inside of the ice. And I'm not really a shot first player, so I think I can really work on that as well, and creating more chances for not only myself but for my line mates.
And who would you guys say you kind of like mirror your game after or try and play like?
I try and play mine like Max Jones on Anaheim. Yeah.
Okay.
I kind of mirror my game after Jonathan Toews. It's nothing that stands out super special about him, but he's overall well-rounded, good player. I don't have the same frame as him, but all the skills I believe are pretty similar in our mindset of the game and how we think the game and our stick handling skills as well.
For me, I like to model my game kind of after John Tavares. It's kind of that 200-foot centerman that can play in all areas of the zone and can be relied on at any times, and it's what I'm trying to be and trying to be like him.
Try to model my game after Mackenzie Blackwood on the Devils. I know he's had kind of a down year this year, but I think just the way he presents, the way he manages the game, I really like.
I would definitely say I model my game after Bo Horvat. I'm a really big Canucks fan, so I watched all their games, and he's a 200-foot player that I think that can play in every situation, winning draws, playing PK, power play, stuff like that. So that's why I try.
Those are all good choices, fellas. And do you guys have any pregame rituals or routines? Like, I'll give you an example. Some guys we have on, they change their laces every game. Some guys we have on, they eat a banana between every period. Some guys pray before games. Do you guys have any rituals or routines?
Yeah, my ritual is I got to be asleep at 12 and I have to wake up at 2 exactly. So I got to get a 2-hour nap in, and then I always have to eat pasta before my games, and that's pretty much it.
Okay.
I don't really have any. I find they get in my head when I don't do them right, so I try to stick away from them. But if anything during warm up, it's beating all the boys in Sioux. I have the all the
time. For me, it starts at home. It's taking a nap at the same time, and then when I get to the rink, it's always having a PB&J before I go out for warm ups. Taping my stick at the same time and doing the same stretches after warm ups.
For me, especially for home games, I just like watching a couple episodes of The Office before I head out to the rink. I feel like it calms me down and just brings me back to level. I think that's pretty much the only thing I do that I stick with.
Great show.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really have much pregame rituals, but always used to like chicken, rice, baked potato, or kale salad for pregame meal, and then when I get to the rink, I like to have a peanut butter and jelly bagel before warm-ups ensue.
Yeah, what about hidden talents? Do you have a hidden talent?
Hidden talents. Well, I mean, I could dislocate my shoulder on spot.
Well, I guess that's a party. That's a party
That's
trick.
pretty much it, though.
Okay.
Other than that, nothing.
Okay.
Couldn't say I have any hidden talents, but I'm pretty proud in my ability to build Legos pretty quickly. I think I can build them much faster than anyone else.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't got many hidden talents. Maybe I can juggle. That's one. But besides that, I'm not the greatest off the ice.
I think for me, I like playing the guitar. I think that's just something something different from hockey that I like doing.
For me, not really anything hidden talent. So, yeah, pretty basic. Can't really think of anything.
That's fair. That's fair. And we always like to ask this question. Why did you guys choose the BC Hockey League?
Oh, I chose the BC Hockey League because I had an older brother that went and played in the Western Hockey League for the Moose Jaw Warriors and the Lethbridge Hurricanes and stuff. And he always told me if he could go back and do it all over again, that he would go the college way. He says it's just you're not rushed, so you have a lot more time to develop your hockey game and to develop like everything you need to do to become a pro and stuff. So I really took that into account when I made my decision, and then I also really wanted to play for my hometown team too. So,
Makes
so it's
sense.
pretty easy choice for me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I definitely agree with Bo. Is not rushing my hockey career so quickly. Being able to play 4 years junior hockey and then going off to college, that amount of time made me comfortable with my hockey development. Didn't feel like I had so much pressure. Being being exceptional compared to everyone else and trying to fight for a spot. Especially because I've heard from guys in the dub, like Bo said, they definitely go the college route if they could. They just seems like so much more fun. Not as much pressure just because after the 4 years, kind of hit or miss. So that's definitely why I chose the BCHL over the WHL.
Yeah, I chose it kind of for the exact same reasons as Bo and CJ. You get a little bit more time to develop as a player, and that's something I need. I've always kind of been not a step behind, but always, I guess, yeah, you could say a step behind, and it's allowed me to kind of catch up and also look that after I'm done my junior career, if that is taking me till 20, I still got another 4 years of going to college to try to make it somewhere.
Yeah, I came here for the sole reason of just playing a lot before getting to college. I played in the NAL, the USHL, and this league, and this league by far has been my favorite. Just the style, the creativity, how I've improved. It's been great overall.
I think I chose the BCHL because I've heard great things about it, and I've never really heard anyone that's gone this route that has regretted it. It's always been the other route that I've heard. So I have no complaints this year. It's been a blast so far.
And can you guys take me back to your first BCHL goal? And for Riley, obviously, take me back to your first shutout.
Yeah, for sure. So actually, my first BCHL goal was actually in the RBC Cup. My brother Ryan, he actually assisted it, so that was a pretty cool experience for me to be able to score in something like that, and for my brother to assist my first goal. So it was pretty cool.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
My first BCHL goal was pretty quiet. It was during the pod season, so not much going on about it, but end-to-end rush, and then just put it under the glove. But pretty quiet goal.
For me, I think it came in our first home game of the season. It was just on the power play. Draper shot the puck up, and it was like a moonshot. It went up right into the sky. And as it was coming down, it landed pretty much in the crease, and I was right there to put it in. So it was a pretty nice experience scoring at home.
First shutout was in Powell River. Wasn't that difficult of a game. We played really well. I think it was right around 20 shots. Wasn't anything too special, but it was cool to get it out of the way.
My first BCHL goal was this year, about a couple games into the season, against Merritt in the showcase here. We're technically the road team, but I think it was in the third period. CJ gave it up to me in the middle, and I just one-timed it into the net. So definitely felt pretty cool, and definitely pretty happy to get that first one.
Well, you guys mentioned one of our friends of the show there, and what's it like playing with Drapes?
Yeah, Drapes is a beauty. He's a definite workhorse. I've never seen a guy work harder than that guy. So he's a nice guy and just a beauty all the way around.
Yeah.
Definitely a guy everyone has a lot of respect for. I sit beside him in the locker room. He's not much of a talker, but just the way he presents himself with his work ethic and how much time he puts off the ice, stretching and taking care of his bodies, you can really see how much of an NHL caliber athlete he is just with his mindset.
Yeah, everything like CJ said. He's a great guy. Great guy you can look up to in the locker room because he's always leading by example. I've never seen someone get so prepared for games and always come out 100% every time. He's a guy he's like a workhorse, and he's almost the powerhouse of our team. He's an amazing guy.
Yeah, I played with him last year in Omaha, and we went through some tough times with him there. It's just been great to play with him another year before we head off to college.
Yeah, I think Drapes is an awesome guy. I mean, at the start of the year, he would always drive me around, and he took me in with open arms, and he's been the best. I mean, I play on his line and really love playing with him, and obviously off the ice with his professionalism, what he does and what he does to prepare for every game and practice, really. So shows how much of a professional he is.
If you
this one's go ahead, Ray.
Yeah, I was gonna shoot it, you moved off the screen.
Yeah.
I couldn't see it. If you were having a dream dinner party, and you can invite 3 famous people, dead or alive, to your party, who would you want to bring? For example, I go with Tupac, Seth Rogen, and Paulina Gretzky.
Ooh, those are good ones. I would probably have to go with who would I go with? It's a tough one. Ryan Reynolds, Jennifer Aniston for sure, and who's the last one? Honestly, I'd have to go with Tupac too.
Okay, sweet.
I'd have to go with Tupac too. I like his music.
My first would be Macklemore. He's just one of my favorite artists growing up. Second would be, honestly, because someone like Bill Gates, could be Bill Gates, but someone with that much success in life is kind of interesting to see how their mindset's so much different from everyone else. And probably Scarlett Johansson.
Nice.
It's a good question. Probably I would have to go with Megan Fox as one. And then I like Bo's answer with Ryan Reynolds. I love that guy, so that's a good one. And then I'd probably go in with rather like Matthews or McKinnon. Maybe probably Matthews, just kind of the way he presents himself and the person he is. It would be pretty nice to meet him.
I'd go with Joe Rogan for one. You know, he's like the hottest guy on planet Earth right now. You know, his podcast and everything. I'd love to talk to that guy. I think Mark Wahlberg, you know, my favorite actor. That'd be pretty sweet. And I think Michael Phelps, you know, the best Olympian of all time. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah,
that's a sweet three.
You know, I think I would probably pick Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant just to see what their mindsets were, and you know, that would be pretty cool. And then the third one would be Jennifer Lopez.
Hey, I like that one.
This one's for Ethan. Obviously, congratulations on getting drafted by the Ducks in 2020. Can you bring us back to draft day for you?
Yeah, for sure. It was definitely probably one of the most nervous days of my life. That's for sure. But yeah, no, it was kind of a weird draft. Like everything was online and stuff. So I just came to the rink that morning. Pretty nervous. I just was on my phone all day, just like looking at the draft and stuff and just paying attention to it, but not paying that much attention to it, if that makes sense. And then, you know, a couple rounds went by and I started getting a little bit more nervous. I was kind of freaking out on the inside. And then I ended up driving back to my house, and then I shut off the draft and I was just driving back to my house. And then as soon as I pulled into my driveway, my phone just started like blowing up. Like people were just texting me. I was getting a whole bunch of phone calls and stuff. And then I still had no idea. So then I just walked inside to my house and I just looked on the TV, and then my name was just like right there. So it was definitely a really cool experience and something that I'll never forget.
Yeah, these guys still got a couple years until theirs come up. and another one for you guys. If you were an animal, what would you be?
Ooh, definitely a cheetah. They're so fast. So I don't have to go with that.
I'd have to agree with the same. Just growing up, it was just the coolest animal for sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna probably say like a tiger or a lion. Just kind of those two.
Okay.
Probably a wolf.
Nice. Pack mentality.
Oh yeah.
I would probably kind of same as AJ. I would pick a lion. You know, kind of be king of the jungle. I mean, top of the chain there. So, yeah.
Yeah. We always ask this question because it's got a pretty funny answer for me. My answer to that question is a dolphin, because I look like a dolphin because I got no hair and a nose. Do you guys have a favorite sports movie?
Ooh, sports movie. Honestly, I have to go with the Mighty Ducks on that one. That's just a classic, so I like those
choice.
ones.
Real Steel boxing.
Nice.
Moneyball for me.
Sweet.
Yeah, same here, Moneyball. If not Miracle. Yeah.
Yeah, I like Miracle. I have a couple of coaches that I know that have played in that movie, so it was pretty cool to watch.
And this one's for all you guys. What if you guys haven't committed yet, or if you have, what university are you guys going to and why?
Yeah, so I'm committed to the University of Vermont, and I chose Vermont because they just got a new coach down there, Todd Woodcroft. So me and him were talking, and then he was just telling me how he developed players and all that, and it suited my type of game. So it's pretty much a no-brainer for me to go there. Yeah.
I'm committed to our Harvard University. I mainly want to go to the city first of all, just because I'm a city boy. I like living in the city, and school's always been a priority in my family. Mom prioritizes school for sure, so couldn't have been a better school than Harvard to go to. And their style of play is just the way I play. Small skilled players. Nothing big, nothing extra, but they get the job done there.
I'm still uncommitted, and I haven't really put much thought into where I kind of want to find home for school. I just kind of pushed it off to the side till the end of the year, trying to figure out what type of player I can actually be in this league and figure out if I have to play more of a physical game or if I can kind of bring in my skilled side from Bantam. And then when I find that and I end the year, then I'll take a bit more of a look into it and figure out which place is the best place for me.
I'm going to Northeastern next fall. I think for me, the biggest thing for college hockey for me was playing in the Bean Pot. I used to be committed to Boston College, and I actually just switched that a couple weeks ago. I think just playing in the Bean Pot's always been a dream of mine, and I'll continue my family tradition. We've had a Bean Pot person in one of the schools like every year the past like 30 years. It's been crazy. So I think that was a big thing for me.
Sweet.
I'm committed, kind of similar like AJ. I'm not really in a rush to commit anywhere, and obviously right now we're in playoffs, so I don't really need or want to worry about that. And after the season, we'll kind of revisit it and see where we go from there.
Ryan, hit them with the karaoke song.
Yep. If you guys are doing Rookie Idol or some kind of Rookie Idol and you had to sing karaoke, what song are you singing?
Hello by Adele.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Thrift Shop by Macklemore, Ryan Lewis.
Nice.
I'm trying to remember what my Rookie Idol song was this year. I'm drawing a blank right now, but if I was to pick a karaoke song besides that one, I'd probably go with Can't Hold Us by Macklemore.
Okay.
I'd probably go Chicken Fried, Zach Brown Band.
Nice.
This year for my Rookie Idol, I sung Sexy Chick. So, yeah.
Nice. Awesome. What color's your guys' stick tape and your favorite Gato color?
My stick tape is white, and I have to go with blue on that one.
I'm white stick tape as well, and white Gato for sure.
For me, it depends on the day. It could be black or white. It never stays the same. And probably red.
I go white tape, and I don't drink Gatorade, actually.
I always use white tape, and then I always use like white Gato.
Do you have a dream stadium that you wish to play in one day?
Ooh, that's a good one. I always watch like those NHL outdoor like classics and stuff. So playing one of those I think would be really cool.
Madison Square Garden for me, or Scotiabank Arena in Toronto.
For me, it's rather the Bell Center or Madison Square Garden.
I think if I had the chance to play outside at Fenway Park, I think that's would really be a dream come true. Been a Red Sox fan forever, and that'd be unreal.
I think I would really want to play in T-Mobile Arena in Vegas. I think the atmosphere there is crazy and definitely a really tough barn to play in the NHL. So,
okay. And if a scout or GM were to ask, what do you guys bring to the table, or describe your game?
I would say I'm a big body physical player that is fast and likes to get his shot off.
I'd say I'm the smartest player out there, so I'm going to bring that to the table. I can definitely outsmart anyone that I face, and make the players on my line better by beating them. More of an apple guy kind of first.
For me, it's that 200-foot player that can play center or wing. Got a heavy shot, plays a heavy game, but also can play that skilled side of games.
I think for me is that, I try to manage the game as best as possible, make the athletic saves when I need to make them, and honestly just try to bring a consistent game every night.
Like I said before, I model my game after Horvat, so I really like to be a 200-foot player that can really play in every situation and obviously make players around him better. And yeah.
What's one challenge you've came across or injury you've came across in getting to where you are today?
In my draft year, I broke my wrist. So just to go through that and face that adversity has actually helped me a lot in the long run. So if I had to choose something, it'd probably be that.
Break it on the ice?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I did that too. I turned, and you know how they teach you as a kid? Always keep two hands on your stick. I had one hand on my stick, and I turned, and I had my one hand, and I snapped my wrist down, and it was like dangling.
That's exactly what happened to me. The guy ran into it, and he caught my wrist, and then I looked down at my wrist, and it was touching my forearm.
Me too. So I got this monster scar now on my wrist where they had to do the surgery and put some.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's crazy. Definitely hurts.
Yeah, it did.
I'm pretty fortunate enough not to have any serious injuries that took me away from the game. So I'm pretty fortunate about that, and hopefully that keeps going. But just being a smaller player is probably my biggest challenge. Being outweighed by pretty much everyone else. It's definitely a different thing I have to think about when I'm going up against anyone.
I'm same with CJ. I haven't had many injuries that have held me back from hockey, but I guess the biggest challenge for me has always been coming from a smaller minor hockey organization and never being that big name or having people around me that can help me. So obviously being the first guy in my family to also play hockey has kind of been a bit more of a challenge.
Yeah, for me, beginning of this year, I had a high ankle sprain. It was the stupidest way to sprain an ankle. We were doing sideboards on a option day, and I ran right into the boards. It was really frustrating. I had to manage it. I had to play with a lot of pain for a couple months, but just getting through that, I was able to find my stride this year.
A couple years ago, I actually dislocated my shoulder and then had to end up getting surgery on it. So fortunately, it was actually I got in February 2020, and then when COVID happened, they all shut down all the elective surgeries. So I was pretty fortunate to get surgery, and then it was 4 to 6 months rehab, and then I was back playing hockey. So I think the adversity that I faced was definitely helped me.
Sweet. And how pumped are you guys for your game tomorrow night, guys? Game 3, tied series so far?
No, we're jacked up. We're going to give these boys a beating tomorrow, so Coquitlam better watch out.
We live like 2 minutes away from Coquitlam.
Oh, really?
The arena, yeah. So I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure me and Mike are coming to see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, Perfect. We'll see you guys. We'll see you guys pre-game for sure.
Sounds good.
Mike?
Yeah, I'm good. You got any more questions?
No, I'm good too.
Right?
We're pumped just to see these guys tomorrow and come cheer them on.
I know, exactly. Yeah, exactly, guys. Beat those Express in their own stadium too, guys. So let's see it happen tomorrow night. And I want to thank you guys again for taking the time for us and coming on and chat with us. You obviously know we're big fans of you guys, and
we know you guys are going to go far in hockey, and you guys got fans in us for life. So appreciate it.
Sure.
Thank you for having us. We
Yeah,
appreciate
thank
it.
you.